Hello friends, welcome to Shiksharthi. In this video, we'll be solving questions of exercise 5.3 on arithmetic progressions. So let's start. Talking about question number 3. So question number 3 is divided into 10 subparts. Starting off with the first subpart, in which they have given you the first term, they have given you the common difference, and they have given you the nth term. So they have given you the first term, they have given you the nth term, and then at the same time they have given you the common difference. So the first term that they have given to you here is 5, 3 and 50 is what they have given. First term is 5, the common difference is 3, the nth term is 50. And then we need to find out the number of terms and the sum of the terms. Okay, can we write down the series? Of course, the series is 5. So let's say the arithmetic progression. So 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, and this is how you would write. And then the last term here, which is given to you as 50. Okay, can we find out the number of terms? Yes, the number of terms, the formula is, so as I always say that I take it as T1, this is T1, this is Tn. So can I say Tn minus T1 divided by the common difference, and then you add 1 to this is how you get the number of terms. So Tn minus T1 here is 45. So 45 divided by the common difference, which is 3 plus 1. So you should get the number of terms as 16. And then you have to find out the sum for n terms, which is the sum for 16 terms, which is n by 2, 16 by 2. Then twice of the first term, which is 10, plus n minus 1, which is 15, into 3. So can we say this is nothing but 8 into 55? So 3 into 15 is 45, plus 10 is 55. Can I say this is 440? Yes. Talking about the second question, the second subpart. First term, 13th term. The first term is 7. The 13th term is 35. They are asking you to find out the common difference and the sum for first 13 terms is what you have been asked to find out. Okay. Now here, okay. So now if I am able to find out the number of terms, let's say that the series started from 7. The common difference we do not know and ended on 35, which is the 13th term. So we need to get the second term also here. Even if we are unable to get the second term, we need to get the total number of terms, for which we can just use the formula T13 minus T1 divided by n minus 1 gives you the value of D. So this is 35 minus 7 is 28. Divided by the number of terms. This had how many terms? This had 13 terms. So 13 minus 1 is 12. You get the common difference as 7 by 3. You got the common difference as 7 by 3. Now the common difference you had to find out in any case, but for finding out the number of the sum of this series, you do not require the common difference, because you could have assumed that this arithmetic progression starts from 7 and ends on 35. So starts from the first term and ends on the 13th term. So for which you can say this is nothing but n by 2 of T1 plus Tn, which is 42. So this boils down to 13 into, how much is this? 21. So 13 and 26 makes it 273. Talking about the third subpart. The third subpart says 12th term is given, common difference is given. You have to find out the first term and the sum of the first 12 terms. So the 12th term is given to you as 37. The common difference is given to you as 3. You are supposed to find out the number of terms, and then you are supposed to find out the sum for first 12 terms. 37, 3 is the common difference. You are supposed to find out the first term, and then you are supposed to find out the sum for first 12 terms. Okay, so what do we do here? We could assume that the number of terms here are 12, and then using the formula I can say T1 is nothing but, and which is the formula that we are using? I'm just writing it down here. Tn is equal to T1 plus n minus 1 into d is the formula that we are using. So from here I can say T1 is equal to Tn, which is the 12th term, minus n minus 1, which is, so let me write down the formula first. So 12th term is 37 minus 11 into 3, which is 33. So you get the first term as 4. So the first term here is 4. And then the second thing that you need to find out here is the sum for first 12 terms, which is just like saying 12 by 2, which is 6 times of T1 plus Tn. So T1 is 4 and Tn here is T12, 41, which makes it as 246. Talking about the fourth subpart. Okay. Now in the fourth subpart, you are given with the third term, you are given the sum for first 10 terms, and you are supposed to find out the 10th term and the common difference. So the first term is given to you as, the third term is given to you as 15. The sum for first 10 terms is given to you as 125. And what are you supposed to find out? You are supposed to find out the common difference, and then you are supposed to find out the 10th term. So what do you do here? Okay, now we are given with the third term, we know the 10th term, right? We need to find out the common difference. We do not know the 10th term, we know the sum for first 10 terms, and then we are supposed to find out the 10th term. So from here I'll be able to say, what is the third term? Third term would be the first term plus 2d. So I can say a plus 2d is given to you as 15. Let's say this is equation 1. Now here, can I say that this is nothing but, now sum of first 10 terms is just like saying the first term, which we have assumed as a, common difference we already know is d. The last term we do not know, but we know the sum of the terms. So can I say this is 125 is equal to 10 by 2, which is 5, times of the first term, which is a, plus the 10th term that we do not know. But what would be the 10th term? The 10th term would be a plus 9d, right? So when you add a plus 9d to this, you get 2a plus d, 9d. This is what you get. So we get two equations. Now this you can put it as, so we have the first equation as a plus 2d is equal to a 15, and from the second equation you can say that 2a plus, so a plus 9d. So this is 2a plus 9d is nothing but 25. So if I multiply the first equation, let's say with 2, I get what? 2a plus 4d is equal to a 30. So now from this, if I subtract this, so I have multiplied the first equation with 2, and from the first equation now I am subtracting the second equation. I subtract it. So from here what do I get? I'll get minus 5d is equal to 30 minus 25, which is 5. So the value of d that you get from here is minus 1, and the 10th term. So can I get the 10th term from here? Before you get the 10th term, it is better that you get the first term first. So we know that first term is 15 minus 2d. 15 minus 2d. So 15 minus 2d is 15 minus of minus 2, which is 17. And from here, when I find out the 10th term, this will be nothing but 17 plus nd, which is 9 into minus 1, which is minus 9. So this comes out to be an 8. So what are the answers that we were supposed to get? We were supposed to find out the 10th term. Did we find out the 10th term? Yes, the 10th term here is 8, and the common difference here is minus 1. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is the subpart 5. So which says common difference is given to you, sum of first 9 terms is given to you. So common difference is given to you, the sum of first 9 terms is given to you. Let's see how much is it. So the common difference is given to you is 5. and the sum for first 9 terms is given to you as 75. And what are you supposed to find out? You are supposed to find out the first term and the 9th term. So now I'll put it as the first term and the 9th term is what you are supposed to find out. Okay. So what do we do now? So the 9th term is given the sum for first 9 terms. So if I'm able to find out the first term, definitely I'll be able to find out so we know that the sum for 9 terms is nothing but n by 2 of t1 plus t9. So now therefore you'll be able to say t1 plus t9, and this is given to you as 75. So this is 150 by 9. This is what you get. But is there any other thing that they have given to you in this question? They have given you the common difference. They have given you the sum for first 9 terms. Okay. So can I work out so let's see. First term I can assume it as a, and the 9th term I know is equal to a plus 8d. So from here I can say 2a plus 8d is equal to 150 by 9. Now, do I have the common difference? Yes, I have the common difference. So from here I'll be able to say that 2a is equal to, or I can remove a 2 from here, and I can say that this can be further written as a plus 4d is equal to a 75 by 9. So from here a will be 75 by 9 minus 20. So how much does this come out to? Do we get the first term? Yes. Can I get the 9th term also from here? 9th term is a plus 8d, which is just like saying minus 105 by 9 plus 8d, which is 40. How much is 360 minus 105? Can I say it is a 255? Okay, let's talk about the next question. Now, on a further inspection, maybe you can say that you can cancel out, and you can eventually say that this gets cancelled out from a 3. So this becomes minus 35 by 3, and this comes out to be 85 by 3 plus 85 by 3. Okay, next question here is question number 6. Question number 6 says they have given you the first term, they have given you the common difference. First term, they have given you the common difference. They have given you the sum for first n terms. And you are supposed to find out the number of terms, and you are supposed to find out the nth term. And what is the first term here? The first term is given to you as 2. So let's say t1 is equal to 2. Now we know that the sum for first n terms is equal to n by 2 of, maybe for further references I can write it down here. This is equal to n by 2 of t1 plus tn. Okay. So now this is the sum for first n terms is n by 2 of t1, which is 2, plus tn, which is not given to you. So from here you'll be able to say that this is nothing but n times of 2 plus tn. And you'll be able to say that this is equal to 180. Let's say this is your first equation. Which is the first equation? N times of 2 plus tn is equal to 180. Now from here, which is a piece of information that you have hardly used. So we did not use d is equal to 8. Let us see how we can use it here. So for first term we do not use d, but for the nth term we can always use, this is nothing but 2 plus n minus 1 into d, which is 8. So from here we get it as, this is nothing but 8n minus 6. Let's say this is equation 2. When I substitute it here, I'll be able to say that n times of 8n minus 4 is equal to 180. So we get a kind of a quadratic equation, which is 8n square minus 4n minus 180 is equal to a 0. Further we can reduce this and we can say, can we divide it by a 4? We can. So we'll say that this is 2n square minus n minus how much? 45. is equal to a 0 is what we can say from here. And then we can use the formula how to find out the two roots. So one root is minus b, which is 1, minus root of delta. So delta is b square minus 4ac, which is 361 upon 2a. Or the other root is minus b, which is 1, plus root of 361 upon 2a, which is 4. As discussed earlier also in one of the questions, the number of terms can never be a negative value, so you'll consider only this. So can I say, now how much is root of 360, which is 19, so 19 plus 1 is 20, 20 divided by 4 is 5. So the number of terms that you are getting from here is 5, and then you can find out the nth term. So the nth term is, this is the number of terms. So you got the value of n as 5. Based on this, you can find out the nth term, which is the fifth term, and the fifth term will be what? A plus 4d. A plus 4d, because the number of terms that you got from here are 5. Or you can just substitute it here. So even if I substitute this here, I should get how much? 40 minus 6, which is 34. Do I get the same answer in the other way? Let's check it out. So T5 is 8 into n minus 1, 32 plus 2, 34. Did we get it as 34? Yes. So you got the final answers. Now talking about question number 7. So question number 7 says they have given you the first term as 8, the nth term as 62. Next, what have they given to you? They have given you the sum for first n terms. The sum for first n terms is given to you as 210. And then they are asking you to find out the value of n and d. This is what you need to find out, which you can calculate easily. How? Now we know that the sum for n terms, the formula is n by 2 of t1 plus t2. I'm sorry, t1 plus tn, which is 70. So can I write this as 35n? Now we know that the value of 35n is equal to a 210. So you get the number of terms here as 6, right? And can we find out the common difference? Yes, we can find out the common difference as well. So using this formula, I can say tn minus t1, which is just like saying 54 divided by n minus 1. Now n minus 1 is 5. I should get the common difference. We'll see it again. Tn minus t1, which is just like saying t6 minus t1, which is 54 divided by n minus 1, which is 5, gives you the common difference. So this comes out to be 10.8 or 10 4 by 5. So talking about question number 8. In question number 8, they have given you 3 things and they are asking you to find out another 2 things. So they have given you the nth term as 4, the common difference as 2, the sum of first n terms as minus 14, and they are asking you to find out what? The number of terms and the first term is what they are asking you to find out. Okay. Now we know that the first term, can we just use the formula? So one formula that I can use here is the sum for first n terms is equal to n by 2, let's say. So n by 2 times of 4 plus a, and from here I can say that therefore a plus 4 into n gives me the value as minus 28. Let's say this is my first equation. Now we know that tn minus t1, so we have already taken the first term as a, so 4 minus a divided by d plus 1 is the value of n. So what is the value of n that I get from here? The value of n that I get from here is 6 minus a divided by 2. So let's say this is equation 2. I substitute the value of n from here in this equation. So I get it as, let's say 6 minus a, I can rejig it and I can say this is 8 minus 6, a minus 6 into a plus 4. And then minus, since I've already taken the minus out from here, I can say this is equal to a 56. So I need to solve this equation. This equation, if I'm able to solve it out, I'll be able to get the answer correctly. Okay. So one is I can really solve for this equation. One is now, because since I know how to get the values, I can substitute the value of a here. For example, now can I take the value of a here as minus 8? Why am I taking this? Because this I can write it as, this is nothing but minus 14 into minus 4. So I get the hint by resolving this into its factors. So the moment I say a is equal to minus 8, this becomes minus 14 and this becomes minus 4. So from here I am able to guess intelligently that the answer of, the value of a here is minus 8, or else you form a quadratic equation and then you can find out the values of a, which also you'll get it as minus 8. Okay. Now if you want me to solve, I can solve it, but you can always save time. But anyway, having said this, now since you know this, and if I have to solve this with the help of a quadratic equation, this becomes a square minus 2a minus 24, and then that also comes from there, so this becomes minus 90. So this becomes equal to a 0. So this is not minus 90, this is minus 80. Okay. So this becomes equal to a 0. So now you can split the middle term. You can split this. This is one way in which you can find this. Another way here is you can solve it in terms of a is equal to minus b, which is 2, minus root delta. So b square, which is 4, minus 3ac. So 320, so which becomes 324, divided by 2a, which is 2. Or this is 2 minus root of 324, 2 plus. So from here you get two values of a. So one is, this is 2 and this is 18. So 2 minus 18 is, how much is 2 minus 18? Minus 16. Minus 16 divided by 2 is minus 8. Or you get it as 2 plus 18, which is how much? 2 plus 18 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So there are two values of a that you are getting from here. Now if I take the value of a here as 10, this becomes an increasing AP. Now for an increasing AP, you will never get a sum as negative. So you have to neglect this value. So you will take only that value of a which makes the sum for first n terms as negative, which has to be a decreasing AP. Now we know, since you have already watched the videos, you know that in AP becomes decreasing is only when either if you take a as positive and d as negative, or you take a as negative and you take d as positive. In this case, the value of the value of d was already given to you as 2, which is positive. So the value of a that you were supposed to consider here is negative, which is why you will take only the negative value and neglect the positive value. So based on this, you will be able to say that number of terms are 7. Talking about question number 9. So question number 9 is subpart 9. The first term is given to you as 3. The number of terms is given to you as 8. The sum for the sum is given to you as 192. Okay, so let's say the sum for these n terms is given to you as 192. Otherwise, you can't solve this question. And then you need to find out the value of d. D is not given to you. Okay, so the first term is given, right? The sum for first 8 terms is given to you as 192. That means if I can find out the 8th term and then get the value of d from here, this is one way of doing it. So can I say sum 192 is nothing but 8 by 2, which is 4, times of 3 plus the 8th term, and the value of the 8th term from here comes out to be how much? So if I divide 192 by 4, 4 into 4, 16, so 48 is what you get. So you get the 8th term as 45. And you know that 8th term is nothing but a plus 7d, which you know is you have already found it out as 45. So the first term here, which is a, is nothing but 45 minus 7d. So do I know the first term? I know the first term, so why am I doing this? I just need to find out the value of d from here. So 45 minus 3 is 42. 42 divided by 7 gives me the value of d. So d comes out to be 6. Right? Let's talk about the last subpart here, in which they say that the last term is given to you as 28. L here stands to be the last term. Further to this, they say that the sum is given to you as, and there are a total of 9 terms. So they have given to you as the 9th term is 28 and the sum of 9 terms is given to you as 144, and they are asking you to find out the first term. So you can simply apply the formula. Sum of first 9 terms is equal to n by 2, which is 9 by 2, times of a plus 28. So from here you can say a plus 28. So 9 into 16. So 32. So can I say that the first term here is 4? Check that the way in which we have done, is it correct or not? So when you check this, you will be able to say that the first term in any case comes out to be a 4.